basically this is a fish stew. Let's be very fair about it. You know, you can call it a saute or a braise or, you know, all those fancy names. At the end of the day, it's a fish stew. There's lots of lovely flavours in it. All the flavours that I like. Some garlic. Just sliced and give it a bit of a chop. Doesn't have to be super fine. And I've just got one clove there. I've also got some anchovies, about 3 or 4 anchovy fillets, which once again I'll chop. And we'll just chop those together a bit. I'm not adding any chilli here. I told you about all my favourites, but you certainly could put some chilli in if you're a chilli freak. And we're just going to saute that very gently in a small amount of olive oil. And I'm doing it in a wok because I find that the easiest. And don't saute it for too long because we certainly don't want it to burn. We just want those anchovies to melt a little and release their flavours, which will be lovely. And then we will add some other flavourings. So that's all. You don't need any more. A couple of cans of diced tomatoes. Some fish stock. This packet stuff's great for this. And just mix that up. Some seasoning. Some capers. About a teaspoon of capers, I reckon. That was a good teaspoon, wasn't it? And also some olives. Now, I'm using pitted olives, but I'm actually leaving them whole. I've got a thing about olives being unpitted in dishes, because I reckon that most people don't realise they're unpitted. And when you bite into them and find they've still got the pit in them, it's not terribly pleasant, is it? So it's not a thing that I'm mad on. That's just me. That's just me. Also, 1 slice of orange. This just gives it a very Provençal feel. They often actually squeeze some orange juice in it, and you could do that if you really wanted to. I'm just going to put that on a hotter flame, actually, Rob, now that I've got the liquids in. And I'm also, while you're looking there, I'm just going to chop up some spring onion, which I'm also going to add. But do keep an eye on it. You may find you need to add a little bit more fish stock. Don't know, but you can always add that later. Right, and while that's cooking, let's just think about some fish. What I've got here is some beautiful groper. Any steaky fish. Blue eye, groper, snapper, trevally. What else? Think of a few other fish. Yellowtail, I don't mind. And cut it in chunks. Make them a decent size, because otherwise what will happen is they'll overcook very quickly. It's just like doing a normal stew. I wouldn't put that little bit there, see that one there? Put that to the side. Because what will happen with that is that will overcook dramatically. Now mix that in really well. And all we know, I'm just checking the element there, all we're now going to do is simmer that, some fresh basil. And I'll just slice that. You can chop it if you want to, I don't think you need to. Just make sure it's good quality. I saw one with a bit of black on there, we don't want that. Just roll it up like that. Grab a sharp knife and slice it finely. Chiffonade, I think they call it if you're being real fancy. I just call it thinly sliced, but you know. Not too much, actually. I think I'm getting a bit excited there. And we'll throw that in. And just stay there, Rob, because what I'm also going to put in is a little bit of Pernod, which is a aniseed flavoured spirit. Just a splash of that. Just gives a bit of life to it, along with that basil. And now you're very careful about stirring that, because you don't want to break up the fish. So just be very gentle. And we'll grab a spoon, just check the seasoning. Fantastic. good. Doesn't need a thing. I'm just serving it plain. I offered you all the other suggestions of what you could serve it with. Can I suggest one little thing? Is you take out the orange. Don't think you need that in there. So we'll get rid of that. Gee, that fish looks beautiful, doesn't it? Nice and succulent. This is certainly enough for about 2. I would say there was 300, 350 grams of fish in there. If you put it with mashed potato or on top of mashed potato, on top of rice, you'd mostly get enough for 3 or 4 out of it. But like that, beautiful dish, good flavours. The olives, the capers, you know, the anchovies, they just give it that little bit of oomph. You know how much I like oomph. But at the end of the day, it's a fish stew with lots of good flavours.